H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best
Good afternoon,
120
Robert.
minutes
How
of
can
your
I help?
day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatt, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Tuesday. It's gonna be a great, great day. I got so much stuff to talk to y'all about. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is moody. Let me turn that off. Uh it's that is moody. Daryl Anderson, Panther Network. Hold up. I haven't shared the show. Let me share the show. Because some people be waiting on me to share it. Yeah, I don't know why. Let me share it.
This is how I'm keeping my value.
I don't know what's going on. Uh I just sent somebody something. And I know he's saying this man is unbelievable. I uh I sent him a message. Send him a message, Stan Moody. And since y'all got on here first, I'm gonna tell y'all what I sent a partner of mine message this morning. I told him to stop telling small thinking people your big ideas. Y'all got me? Y'all heard that? I got a couple more for y'all today, but I thought about that today. Share the show. Oh, I got. Hold up, I got to share it. I got to share it all over the place. Where I didn't share it to. Oh, I got to. Nope, I got to share it. I go to YouTube and I can share it. Eric Boom. I just gave. I just gave a nugget. I shared some. You know, I got a young fella that I mentor, Otha Brown, and we talked a little bit this morning. He was telling me some things, some weird stuff happening. Summer basketball space, this youth basketball, this grassroots basketball, this college basketball space. Y'all remember that saying? The inmates is running the asylum. Boom, the inmates running the asylum. Boom. This is what I told my man. I told him, I texted him this morning. I said, stop telling small thinking people your big ideas. George, Curtis George, Otha Brown, stop telling small thinking people your big ideas. Now you can tell them your little ideas. Because if they small thinking people, they ain't gonna understand your big ideas. So do me a favor right now. I want you to text somebody, tell somebody, tag somebody. Text the last 5 people. Go to your phone, text the last 5 people that text you. And let them know that the Chop Shop is on right now. Tell them that you're only inviting them because you care about them, their well-being, their family, and their welfare. You follow me? Aaron Wolf, my young fellow, our mentors. He texted me this morning. We talked a little bit this morning and thought about it. Because he's gonna be great. He's gonna be great one day. But I told him this morning, uh, I said, stop telling small thinking people your big ideas. Yes, you got permission to tweet that. That is Moody. Stop telling y'all. I can see sometimes I talk about stuff on this show, and it be so broad thinking that some people so small thinking they don't get it. They argue with me. And I know they just don't get it, and it's hard for me to get them to get it. And I got to quit. I'm just, sometimes I'm frustrated because after 7 years, if you go look at the 7 to 8 years we've been on this show, go back and look at some of the old shows. Brandon Weefall. Stop telling small thinking people your big ideas. And when you write big ideas, put big ideas in caps. Hey, Marquesa. See, that's why I tell you to text, tag, and share this show. Somebody need that today. Brandon Weefall, you might not need it. You might ain't got, Eric Boone, you might not need it. You say you like, some people, but somebody, Marquesa, that you know gonna need that word. Text the last 5 people in your text and let them know that the Chop Shop is on right now. And tell them that you're only inviting them is because you care about their well-being and their welfare and their family. But y'all, and the reason I told the young fella that, because most critics, ladies and gentlemen, they don't have credentials. That's a good one too. Most critics don't have credentials. Boom, boom, boom. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. Boom, boom, boom. What do y'all think about what you heard yesterday on the show? See, great minds, I always want to, I left yesterday kind of more confused. Shanquetta, you was here. But if I left yesterday more confused about what's going on in summer basketball, I think a lot of people were too. Because great minds, it's an idea. See, I like to think about ideas. I don't like to talk about events, and I definitely don't like to discuss people. But it's something that's going on in this basketball space, this summer basketball space. This Shanquetta said, I'm glad my son's out of it. What's up, Bob? Bob, I just been thinking, man. I was thinking about the conversation we was talking about Jimmy and I. We was talking about I mean, we worried about what other people do with the money that we give. Maybe I'm just built different. Because if I'm worried about that, I'm worried about the people. Y'all, I'm worried about the ideas. I want to worry about the idea. I'm thinking so big. I ain't got time to worry about what to do. If we give him this money, what he gonna do with it? I can't police once I give it to. Hold up. I don't police this information I give y'all. I give y'all this information. I don't go over that police. Shanquetta, you listening to this? Shanquetta, I done spent my time and gave you all. Are you listening to me? Well, no, you didn't miss nothing. I'm still confused. It's something about summer basketball coach using his influence to make to deal with a player that used to be in his program. And in turn, instead of the agent receiving the benefits, agent you don't know, you never met, instead of the agent benefiting from it, the summer coach or the summer program is benefiting from it. I think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. Big coach is the coach of a basketball team. He took care of his players. Player like him. Player said, Coach, I want you to guide this situation for me. You go to the school and say, school, amen, but give some back to the program. I'm okay with that. I don't even care what the dude do with what he, but some people are so pious, they worried about what somebody do with the money. Black folks always worry about what they do with the money. Black, I told you, those are the Black Crows. Have I told, who've heard the story about the Black Crows? Who? Who haven't heard the story about the Black Crows? Y'all give me 1 minute. I left one of my devices charging. I'm gonna give you some. But let me know who. Let me give you some of this. Then I'm
player, outstanding passer, can lead the fast break, and he's shooting threes at over 40%.
Again, Kawhi Leonard defending. Back up the floor. Leonard's going to stop and pop a three. Wow. Kawhi nails a triple.
Things up for us to play team basketball and attack guys, but it is Jamal in the postseason. We're used to seeing it. You know he's going to bring it tonight, even under the weather.
Been some great moments in his career. And what one does well, the other does not. But they counter a lot of that. Offense to defense. It's going to be a great series as Kawhi Leonard from the same spot. Zubac's a finalist for Most Improved Player this year as Kawhi Leonard taking on.
I had to give y'all some of that. Hold on. Hold on. He said, I put bets down for either the Clippers and the Warriors to win it all. Ooh, wee, do your thing. But have anybody heard the story from Central Africa about a group of Black Crows? See, Ray 2K6. Great idea, but the school should be included because without the school, the kid won't be eligible. That's my only concern. We forget about the people who does that. What school? The high school? Not giving the high school nothing. The high school, wait. Give the high school? That's the high school's damn job to have people. Man, I can't believe that came out your mouth, man. That man said, wait, give it to the school. This man just said, let me put this back up here. See, y'all, I said, let me start it. So I said, they got things going on. This going on all over the country. That the summer basketball coach or the summer basketball program is talking to the coaches at the colleges. And the player, hey man, you want my player to come? My player is in the transfer portal. So he telling his AAU coach, summer coach, to speak on his behalf. He done agreed, the summer coach and him done agreed, man, look, the agent gonna get some of this money, try to get 20% of your money. All I want you to do is get 5 to 10% back to the program. Because the people gonna give you the money anyway. And you telling me, but the school should be included? Because without the school, the kid won't be helped. The school's job is to make sure the kid. What are you talking about, man? Somebody help me. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. Doug? The high school program should be included for what? If them and summer program work together. Amen. At high school, the coach there is getting paid to be a teacher, a coach, whatever you're doing. In summer basketball, these guys ain't getting paid. What the hell are you talking about? Are y'all listening to this? Yes, the high school should be included. If them and the summer program work together. You may disagree, but if they work together, why not? I've seen in a room where this work in both programs are top tier. Now, if the boy wanted the player want to give something back to his high school, then that be on him. The high school. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. See, that's y'all problem. Some of y'all afraid to disagree when people say shit like that. It's like the Nike 15 for 15. I don't give a fat rat's ass about what nothing Nike do. I don't care about what Nike does. And I got a Nike swoosh on. I don't care nothing about what Nike does. I got a relationship with the people that work at Nike. I don't give a fat rat's ass about Phil Knight and Nike. I just want you to explain to me why should they. Mike Kessler, Thaddeus Moody, somebody else, Doug Smith, big coach. If y'all scared to talk, do me a favor. Y'all get off. If y'all don't want to, if y'all just, listen, I'm tired of y'all just coming on here and not participating. I promise you, I'm getting out of here early today. Because I am not going to sit there and let y'all just sit up here. No. The man made a comment. I didn't agree with it. Maybe y'all agree with it. I want somebody show me. Talking about the high school doing the heavy lifting. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. First of all, we have a problem with the summer coach getting some money. Now you trying to get the high school some money. Yesterday, we got people worried about whether people buying them a car or buying them a truck or buying them something. We're talking about high school players, and I've called college coaches around the country, high school, a college player who's going in the transfer portal, and he want his high school coaches brokering the deal. I mean, his summer coaches brokering the deal, cutting the agent out, which I agree. But in the negotiations, a percentage goes to the program and coaches. Take care of your programs, just like you always been doing. I know what you've been doing because I had to pay for a whole program 3 years. Didn't nobody help me. Didn't no player come back and give me a quarter. 2 people gave me money. Maybe 1. Might have been 2. I ain't gonna tell you who they are. First of all, Shanquetta, the summer coach, is acting on this behalf. Now, if he wants to include the high school, that's on the player's behalf. He said, I would love to see a player help the kids who didn't make it to college and give the money to them or money to help them with school or job. No. Come on, Aaron Whip. I think the players should give back to the people who impacted them the most. If it was your son, would you? See, y'all always want to know what I would do with my son. What would you want him to do, especially with all you did? First of all, you can't ask me that because I had a program that my son came through. That program is no longer in existence. So I don't have a program for my son to get back to. Brandon Weefalls, yes, sir. No, they're not acting like what you mean AAU coaches acting like agents? You mean they acting as agents? See, y'all, these incomplete sentences AAU coaches acting like, hey, we don't, what you talking about? But I've never had that dynamic. I'll put it like this. Aaron Wilford, never had a dynamic in my son's career that we cared about a summer coach like that. Because I was always there. My son looked up to me. He didn't need a summer coach to look up to. So we wouldn't have a program to give back to because what? Me and him wouldn't have to do that because we wouldn't have a program to give back to. I hope you understand what Aaron Wilford, what I'm saying, because I furnished and sponsored the program he was in. He played for the Houston Hoops 1 year, and I wouldn't dare get him 50 cents to do nothing with. And he probably wouldn't either. Share the show because people need to hear this. Love you too, Ray Moore. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. I just don't know no other way to put it, Herb. Ray Moore got a summer basketball team. Ray Moore going to take care of them guys. See, y'all, the problem is we got a lot of dudes in summer basketball that ain't worth 4 dead flies. But y'all still send y'all kids and play for them. And you don't trust them. You don't want them to benefit. Dude, Ain't no way. Hey, if it was up to Robert Hatter, my son would have never, ever played for the Houston Hoops. Ever. I don't care what platform he was on. That's why I started the franchise all-star, so people wouldn't have to kiss those dudes at those programs behind. You follow me? So Aaron Wilford is hard for me. You say if a player is confident in the AAU coach and they have that type of relationship, yes, I agree. Go for it. No different. The parents represent kid. I mean, if the parents can listen. I ain't finna go give my money to somebody that that ain't been vested in this stuff if he don't bring. See, y'all, what happened is these NIL agents, these collective agents, they're not bringing no value. Now, if they bring you a deal that normally you don't get, let's say one of them people bring Nike to the table and the Nike finna pay you some money. Let one of these people bring Coca-Cola to the table or McDonald's to the table. Yes, I want to listen to that one because the summer coach can't do that one. But if a college university gonna pay me for my talent, that's already no negotiation got to be done. And I got a chance to help myself, my summer program, then I do it. I would never start an AAU team again, ever. Because of these ungrateful, sorry-ass parents. I would never spend my time and my energy again, ever, and start a team, ever. Y'all got enough out of me. Y'all getting enough out of me talking about this shit on this show, for real. He said it depends on the high school situation. Some public school coaches work in the public schools and some don't. It depends on, absolutely. How do the Grizzlies recover from the Grizzlies recover from a, man, it's just one game. It's one game. You throw Ray Moore, the Grizzlies throw that game out the window and win the night, we won't be talking about that. It's 1-1. Don't matter how many you lose by. Y'all, Ray Moore just asked that question. Right in the middle of me, we talking about this. But Barry McDonald, what I've learned, Barry McDonald, the more I listen to people. The more I listen. According to this quote by Tolstoy, philosopher, he said, the most difficult subjects can be explained to the most slow-witted man You know what? I'm going to change it to a person. Let me change it. I'm going to change this quote around. The most difficult subject can be explained to the most slow-witted person, because I said man and I shouldn't have said man, person, if they have not formed an idea of that thing already. A difficult subject like this subject can be explained to people real good if they don't have formed an idea of it already. But the most difficult subject can be explained to the most slow-witted person who ain't that smart, if they have not formed any idea of that subject already. But the simplest thing cannot be made clear to the most intelligent person if they are firmly persuaded that they already know. See, some of y'all already know. I'm going to say this one more time. The most difficult subject can be explained to the most slow-witted person. And by that means someone that's not very intelligent. You can explain the most difficult thing to somebody that is not very intelligent. Difficult thing. If they do not have any pre-formulated ideas about the thing that you're explaining, you can explain it to them. But the simplest thing in the world can't be made clear to the most intelligent person if that very intelligent person is persuaded and firmly believe that they already know. I love this quote. It really encapsulates where we are in this nation. We have a lot of people who have a lot of ill-formed opinions that they are very strongly and passionate and wedded to. We have a lot of people who have decided that some things are things, and that's it. There's no logic. It doesn't matter how logical you are. It doesn't matter if you have the facts no more. You usually can win an argument on facts. Not no more. What are facts in America? What are facts in the summer basketball community? What are facts in this whole situation that we've been talking about? What are the facts? America is so intelligent, we don't actually have facts anymore. The summer basketball is so intelligent. Everybody got it made up. They got guys asking $1 million for little bit ass ball beaters, 5'10" ball beaters to play at college. They asking for $1 million. We're in a time and area that we have so much access to information, Ray Moore. This is the information age. And yet, at the same time, we have so much willful commitment to ill-informed opinions that we are so wedded to and so firmly rooted in that nobody can tell us anything different. That's why I be looking at y'all comments. I be wanting somebody to explain something to me. Instead of this, just give me some facts. Shanquetta came with facts. Give me something. That's why I like to talk to women. Let's be open to learning. Let's be teachable. What can we teach? What can we do to be teaching? What can be taught out of this situation? There's this concept about whether or not you are a teachable person. You can be very intelligent. Barry McDonald. Y'all quiet on here. God, I didn't mean to get y'all quiet. I want y'all still typing. But if you're not teachable, you can be very intelligent, but if you're not teachable, nobody want to work with you because you think you know everything. But there is this concept of being an informed person. But if you're closed off to knowledge, if you're closed off to the idea that there is information out there that perhaps you don't know, that's why I look at y'all comments, because y'all might have information that I don't know. Barry McDonald, I'm glued to the comments. I even go back and down, up and down, because that's how I picked up what Ray Moore said. I want to hear what he had to say. I picked up what Thaddeus Moody said. I picked up what Shaq Quetta said. I picked up what Eric Bowen, he came in there and said 4 dead flies. Yes, the Lakers going to be 2 dead flies tonight. Curtis George said, if you was in program a couple of years, they don't need to let everybody. If you was in the program a couple of years, they need help. Let everybody eat. Okay. I like that. See, but if you're closed off to the idea that there is information out there that perhaps you don't know, or if there's information that conflicts with the facts that you already have learned, and there's information out there that conflicts with the opinions that you have already formed, golly, it can be really disconcerting. I think in 2023, 2020, no, we need to start now. It's 2025. I want us to condition ourselves to open to learning information that conflicts with your strongly held opinions. Just a bit to consider the validity of the new information that we have. That's why I tell y'all to comment. That's why I wanted to know, what did y'all get out of the show yesterday? I want to know what y'all get out of it. There is this concept that happens if you have a firm opinion about something and you learn information that should inform your opinion further. That's all I be trying to do. But it conflicts with the ideas you already have, sort of a general, and you had already embraced. See, some of y'all got your mind made up when I talk about summer basketball. So you're not open. All I'm asking you to do is give me more. Explain to me why it's wrong for the coach if to benefit from it. He been helping all of this time, growing in his pocket, spending for this summer basketball team. And now he got a player that's have a chance to have a windfall, and the player want to share it with him. So you telling, and you got the police what he, I just want to make sure he give doing it what he, it ain't your money. Why you worry about what somebody else doing? There is this notion in our society that it's simply not open to this. I don't want, I'm not open to this, Robert. I don't want to hear it, Robert. I gave my finger in my ear. I can't hear you. I don't want to hear your approach to new information. I just want to. One of the things that's going to be important is that this Chop Shop community, regardless of our background, our zip code, our racial and ethnic origin, we have to be open to learning. We finna talk about sports in a few minutes. We finna talk about high school sports. We finna talk about the Lakers. We finna talk about what the Clippers did last night. Ain't nobody put it up there last night. You wanted to talk about when James Harden lost. You ain't said nothing about when he lost. It's okay. But we have to be open to learning. We have to be open to possibility that there's very concrete ways that we can come to view the world. Perhaps not the only way through which the world can be viewed is your way. I saw this article that was talking about dogs can understand different languages. If you tell a dog to come here, boy, in English, and you can tell him in any other language, come here, boy. See, you can't teach a person something that they believe they already know. And that's what I'm seeing. And I hate that. But I'm watching something, y'all. Something happened in sports today, over the weekend. Boom, boom, boom. Today is the last day of the transfer portal. It's the last day to get in. It just got real. It didn't got real. I want to hear what y'all got to say about this. It's a reporter. This dude asked Nico Harrison yesterday, a GM, ain't but 30 of these guys in the whole world. And this little reporter asked him, why shouldn't you be fired? Share the show, y'all. Watch this. Just something about this didn't sit with me.
The Lakers game's happening and you're standing there and there's thousands of people chanting for you to be fired. That's an experience that none of us, no one's chanting for for us to lose our jobs. Why shouldn't you be fired?
Well, one, I think I've done a really good job here, and I don't think I can be judged by the injuries this year. You have to judge from totality, from beginning to end, and so I think I have a really good working relationship with Patrick.
Luka comes back to town, the Lakers game's happening, and you're standing.
I've never heard nobody say that to a general manager. I've never heard nobody say that to Rob Pelinka. I've never heard, y'all, have anybody on this feed ever heard of Leon Rose? Shout the show, everybody. Because it's finna get cranked up. Have anybody ever heard on this show ever heard of Leon Rose? Other than Thad Moody. He is the GM of the New York Knicks. He never does a press conference, and they don't say nothing to him about it. But they dragged Nico out here, and if I was him, I wouldn't have done it. And gonna ask him, Barry? I would have said, should wherever you come from, maybe they should fire your ass for asking that dumbass question. Man, ain't no way in the world that man would have did this if he knew he was gonna get off. Man, and they asked him a question, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, let me keep going. Let me just keep going.
The idea of this trade around, and you had various scenarios planned in your head. Did the anger and outrage from the fan base, has that exceeded what you were kind of planning for?
Yeah, good question. I did know that Luka was important to the fan base. I didn't quite know it to what level, but really the way we looked at it is, if you're putting a team on the floor that's Kyrie, Clay, PJ, Anthony Davis, and Lively, we feel that's a championship caliber team, and we would have been winning at a high level, and that would have quieted some of the outrage. And so unfortunately we weren't able to do that, so it just continued to, go on and on.
When you were kicking...
People tearing that man's head off, man. How did he know this was going to happen like that? Yes, Luka, he didn't know people was going to have graveyards in front of the... He knew people liked Luka, but God, come on now. These crazy-ass fan. That's why I tell y'all, I'm never a fan of anything. fan is fanatical. I'm not finna go and wear no hats and wear no shirts and wear all of that. I ain't never showing up no game with no damn Houston Rockets shirt on, no Texans outfit on. Listen, I didn't wear my own son's gear. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm finna wear. I ain't wear no with his number 5 on my back. Hell no. But Leon Rose, New York been getting their head tore off for years until Jalen Brunson came. But they never asked him to come for a press conference like that so them little clowns can talk crazy to the GM. Ladies and gentlemen, my young people, if you have the advantage of being in a press conference, ask respectful questions. Why shouldn't you be fired? Terrence Fowler, I'm sitting up here thinking about this. Somebody coming to a press conference telling Terrence Fowler, asking you a question. Terrence Fowler, why shouldn't you be fired? I don't care where it came from, Keith Avery. I don't like how they doing this black general manager. I ain't seen nobody did David Griffin like that. With this Zion debacle, I've never heard one person. Go look up David Griffin. Go look and up David Griffin. They were terrible. The New Orleans Pelicans. Nobody came on in a press conference and asked David Griffin, should you be fired? Shouldn't you be fired? Maybe he didn't trade Luka away, but fired? And then I'm tell y'all something, man. And I know it's Andy Edwards. Every time I try to cheer for him, I want him to beat the Lakers, but now I ain't gonna lie. I don't want the Lakers to lose. I don't want him to win. I changed my mind. I did. I don't want Minnesota to win another game. Because this stuff here ain't gonna stop. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, if you're on here, I apologize what's gonna happen, but I got to show it to you. This won't make no sense, man.
You suck. You got 200 million. I got 200 million. Oh, what? Let's go, man.
I've never worn a person's jersey on. I am alumni of Memphis, Alpha Visa. I'm gonna have Memphis State. I ain't got no players gear on ever. I ain't never put on a PJ Haggard. I was wearing Memphis gear before when PJ Haggard was at freaking Crosby. So you can miss me with that one. My love for the University of Memphis ain't got shit to do with PJ Haggard. Nothing. Nothing. supporting them before he was born. You better get your damn facts straight if you want to run your mouth on this feed, y'all. I'm going to show you what I was talking about. But back to what I was just saying. This kid is overboard. It's a lie. Don't put that lie on my screen. I put it up there. Don't ever put that lie up on my screen again. Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards. Why? Why? Anthony Edwards people. Why? Fob, he from down there where you at. You be at down there in Atlanta. Explain to me why he think he can come. I guess he was taking up for Rudy, talking about he got 200 million. Rudy said change and said, dude, I got 300 million. But then you're going to talk about your private parts is bigger than a fan's and grab it. I don't want you to win the basketball game, man. Because it's going to empower you to do some more ignorant stuff like that. If you lose, then you're out of the news, you're out of the way. This man has no filter. And I'm speaking to my young kids, man, don't be like this damn fool. He got 20 million. That don't mean nothing. I can tell some of y'all like it. Some of y'all like it. I can tell because ain't nobody coming. I can tell some of y'all like it. Some of y'all is okay. Yeah, that's cool, man. I like that. Yeah, man. No, man. If you got 200 mil, you got 200 mil. This kid is lost and no one is close to him to tell him any different because he's the breadwinner. They called our assistants to talk to him, and he said they waited to be late. They called our assistant to talk to him, and he even said they waited too late. Sonya, mama no longer with us, Sonya. Mama's no longer with us. Sonya, this just disappoints me. Sonya, I keep telling y'all, I convict myself. Because I had this young man in the car with me, man. I didn't ask him for his number. I didn't say, let's do this. But he thought, I'll never forget it. We at the radio station. He in high school. I just met the man and talked to him on the show. And we get ready to go back to the hotel. The young man, out of everybody in there, he said, man, I want to ride with you. And I didn't use that as an opportunity to get to know the little kid, man. And I'm pissed off. Man, take me to Waterburger. I took him straight to Waterburger, him and his little partner. Son. Sonya, I got so much bubbling inside of me. Because I said, Robert Haddle, why didn't you talk to this kid and reach out to him? He needed you then. This is what happened when kids raise kids. Then I'm looking at this grown-ass 56-year-old man who always got something to say about everybody else. Shannon Sharp. 3 days after announcement that he got a new $100 million deal, people said the timing seems weird. But let me put it on the screen for you. This happened. Shannon Sharp has a podcast deal. And 2 days later, I'm going to put it on the other side of me. This girl sued him for $50 million over alleged rapes. And guess who is the lawyer? Guess who the lawyer is, y'all? Houston, Texas, stand up. Guess who the lawyer is? Thank you, Reverend Jeremiah. We got a 22-year-old boy. We got a 22-year-old young man that's bragging about him and his partner worth all these millions. But your millions, then you want to tell her, grab your private and say your private is bigger than somebody else's. Then you got a 56-year-old man. And I ain't mad at him for 21-year-old girls be looking good. Bill Belichick got a 24-year-old. He'll help to have a house full of them. Shannon Sharp, player. They've been waiting to find one like you. Unc. Let me get him off my screen. Y'all just don't understand. Every day, David Jeremiah, every day, Rev, I have this dilemma. When I come on this show, should I talk about what's trending? Or should I talk about what's not trending and need to be talked about? Yes. Detroit won last night, man. I like that team. I like that Cade Cunningham. Oh my goodness. I like him. I like him. I like him. I like him. Michael Beasley. I love this interview. I'm going to play this interview for you because I like the way he handled this one. I like the way he handled this. Y'all watch this. It's just something about this one. He said it. Let me see. Did I put Michael Beasley up there? No, did I not? Where's that? I got it up here. I know I did it. Hold up. I did not put them. Oh, here it is. Yes, I did. Here it is.
This performance because you guys were physical. You guys were relentless on defense. How do you build off of that in game 3?
Well, baby girl, we got home court advantage, so we're going to take that and we're going to go home with that. Let's get it. All right, y'all.
See you, Malik. How do you build?
See, that's why I like our people being represented on these platforms and in these situations, because if he had said that to somebody else that didn't look like us, it would have been a scandal. And all he wanted to let her know, hey, we Detroit, Detroit. I love it. She said, baby girl. And then I watched this young man, Stephen Wardell Curry. You know, we blaming people because the Rockets lost his game. But I just want to show y'all something. Y'all follow me on this one. I'm just going to play it. Wait, I got it. I know I got it. Not that one. Hold up, y'all. I know I got it. Just watch this. To my young people, my young basketball players, I got something for you. Coaches, I saw this and I want to bring it to you because the small details make the biggest impact. That's why I keep telling y'all we have to develop our players early. Our young athletes in basketball and all sports early. Baseball is early. Tennis is early. If you come trying to learn tennis at 15, they're gonna look at you like you crazy. You come try to learn golf at 15, they're gonna come look at you like you crazy. Basketball, we got to learn it early. The reason I'm gonna play this because I want y'all to understand the small details make the biggest impact. Watch him. Did you see what he just did? And I know you missed it. I'm gonna play it again. They're gonna run it back. Watch this. Watch as he takes a step. Watch his hands. He found the seams right there. In a split second, he found the seams, which helped him get better rotation on the shot. That's a very small detail, but very important. Watch it. I'm gonna play it a little bit more. Let me bring it back again. Watch how he spin this. Watch how he got the stream. See how he moved the ball so he can put it in the schemes? Who do we teach that to our young kids now? You wonder why they can't shoot. Find the seams. Gosh, I love this. And then I watched this Reverend Jeremiah the other night. I want y'all to watch some. I want y'all watch a little bit. Just watch a little bit of it. Let's see. Let me see.
He's a big-time shot maker on top of that. Curry inside, scoops it home for two. And Golden State the other way. Curry, number 3 in three-point shots made this season. He'll drive in for 2 here. They make it a 3-point game.
Now,
listen,
I want to show all these
game
five.
plan
Look
is
at it,
clear.
Grab.
If Steph Curry is in your vicinity, give him an unfriendly hug. Rough him up a little bit. But the problem for them is Steph is cerebral. He will figure you out. You're taking away his 3-ball. You want to just sell out to him on the 3-point. So Steph Curry wins out. Well, listen, the Rockets' game plan is clear. If Steph Curry is in your vicinity, give him an unfriendly hug. Rough him up a little bit. But the problem for them is Steph is cerebral. He will figure you out. You're taking away his 3-ball. You want to just sell out to him on the 3-point.
They touch y'all little old players out here playing in Junebug land. And everybody got something to say to the ref, the mama, the daddy, everybody, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Y'all notice that he never complained to the ref. He's not crying about it. He just getting to it. I'm glad he's on my team. I mean, should I play it again? Trey Phillips, should I play it again? Big coach, all your little whining players, you play them that video back. No, he ain't. He one of one in talent, but He got the mental fortitude to not whine and cry like the rest of the people are. Oh, I've talked a million times on this show about what kind of guy he is. Great humanitarian. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Because we got y'all this weekend, y'all gonna have a tournament. The mamas and daddies, this go for y'all too. Shut up and quit whining to the rest. This man getting beat up all over the place. But what he's saying to himself is, no matter what you do to me, I'm going to make a shot. You going to get tired. I ain't going to get tired. He said, I'm in phenomenal shape. I got great conditioning. And I'm not in the club all night. And I'm not drinking all night. So I can run. And is it just me? Is it just me? Jalen Brunson is just annoying to me. Y'all watched the New York Knicks play last night? This is what I think of Jalen Brunson. Where he at? He's annoying. When he feels the slightest amount of contact, that is Moody. He's annoying to me. Let me see what else I got. Y'all, y'all, I got to read some of this because somebody just texted me. Robert, you just can't say nothing about Shannon and not read some of the text. The girl told Shannon Sharp, the girl told Shannon Sharp, they done released some of the text the girl gave Shannon Sharp. Girl said, I want you to put a big black baby in me. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're doing something to me. I know you missed this big juicy behind. $25,000 for each cheek. Shannon Sharp, 56-year-old man. The day they say she asked for the $25,000 per cheek, quote, they said, contrary to the allegations she made a lot, consensual sex continued until this recent, all this recent. If only you put that baby gravy on me, then I can do whatever you want. Hey, man. Hey, man. How do you get caught up in it? Shannon Sharp, you ain't got no friends. You ain't got no game. You remind me of Tiger Woods. I can't say all of this stuff because Sonya and them on here. Y'all gotta go get some of this stuff y'all sell. I can't sell this stuff on there. My kids over there at the legacy schools of sports and science. Shannon. And he was on, they say he was on TV today just as normal. But y'all, the only reason I'm messing with him, only reason, y'all, is he always talking about everybody. Always mess with people. Always mess with people. Y'all, I talked to one of my best friends in the world today. I was going back and forth. I might have to go back and forth between my my text messages because I didn't write all of them out. But we was talking about college basketball, the state of college basketball today. Truly amazed to walk away from God. Absolutely. I'm out the loop. What's going on with Sharp? You got you got to Google it. You got to Google it. I can't spend too much time on it because it's so nasty. Sonya, you just got to go Google that. He said, how to Man, somebody texted me. Quit texting me this mess, y'all. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this over the app. I'm not saying this. Shannon, man, come on, man. This little white girl had you going crazy around here, man. My partner said, Shannon remind them white women of the big black slaves on the plantation they used to sneak off with. Man, quit, man. Man, y'all got, Sonya, you got to go listen to the, I can't play it. Sonya, you got to go listen to it yourself. But let me get the grassroots basketball, man. Let me get the grassroots basketball. Shannon Shaw, man. Hey, Lord, help me. Prayer is needed. But I talked to a couple of coaches this morning. Let me make sure I got everything. I said, Coach. I said, they told me these summer coaches is trying to get their cut for these programs instead of the agent. He said, yes, indeed. He said the truth is for him. Y'all better listen to this. Y'all better listen to this. Sean, I ain't trying to be funny, Sean. Sean, I did want to talk about it, but I keep getting texts, people telling me talk about it. No, I just ain't that type of show. Y'all got to realize that man became famous by having Cat Williams on his show and changed the trajectory of his life. And I guess he's able to get these kind of women now, and look what he got. Sonya, you got to check it out. You got to check it out, Sonya. Sonya, this man and escaped scrutiny all this time. Hall of Famer, everything, Sonya. And then YouTube blew up. You got the YouTube things in the background. Man, don't let, Reverend Jeremiah, don't let your talent take you somewhere that your character can't keep you. I got to stop right on time today, y'all. I got to be somewhere at 2:30. Y'all ain't gonna have me speeding around here. I need some gas, too. This man, all these years, ain't had no problems. He allowed Cat Williams to come out here and lay out everybody's dirty laundry. Now look what happened to him. Did y'all see what I just said? Y'all, wait a minute. Anybody just got what I just said? Don't let your talent take you. No, I promise you that's the first thing I told my son when he went to New York. I know he's talented, nice looking, tall. When he left to go to college, don't you let your talent take you nowhere that your character can't keep you. I'm going to visit him this weekend, by the way. Go hang out with him. He got a little jealous, you know. I'm spending all the time with my grandson and my daughter. Guess what? While I was out there, he came out there 3-4 times. He ain't came back to Houston, but he came to LA. He like LA. He came to LA. But think about it, Wanda. Trey, stop. Trey, isn't it ironic? He got famous by spilling other people's dirty laundry. And now some of his, what the old lady used to say? Your slip is showing. Who remember that? My mama used to say that. Your slip is showing. Wow. But let me get out of this. I'm trying to get into grassroots basketball. See, y'all gonna keep me messing with this dude. Cause I did want to say something about them Nuggets last night. Kawhi, the silent killer. Never a question of his work. Y'all, I saw something in them 2 games. When Denver won, Kawhi made 7 turnovers. When the Clippers won, Joker made 7 turnovers. The key in these games is the stars making the turnovers. Somebody help me. Before I get to some basketball, before I get to grassroots basketball. Ben Simmons play on this team. Y'all don't even know what did. Y'all didn't even know what Ben Simmons was. He played for the Clippers. And y'all help me on this one. Because I don't want to seem mean to him. But when he playing, don't he seem like he can't get right? Yo, I can't believe he made a layup last night. I couldn't believe he made a layup. This man was the number 1 pick. Curtis Jordan. Sonya. He was the number 1 pick in the draft. You know what? I should share this with y'all too about something. And I'll wait on the grassroots because the NFL draft coming up. And I want y'all to know something about it a little bit. Can I take y'all behind the wall just a little bit? He threw a great outlet pass for a layup. Yeah. That's the number 1 pick. And he threw a great outlet pass for a layup. And that's all you can say about it. Here's the deal about the NFL draft. No one knows for certain what will happen on Thursday. They got word the other day yesterday that Cam Ward is going to be the number 1 pick, right? It's overwhelming expectation for Cam Ward is going to be the first quarterback taken in the draft, and Shedeur Sanders is not. I want to help y'all with some stuff because I just know some of us don't we ain't getting it right. I'm going to give it to you. Robert Hatter going to give it to you. Here's the deal. And what will likely follow, especially if Sanders wait a while to hear his name called, is a chorus of sympathy that might just be aimed at the wrong player. You see, draft night is just one night. And after that comes the stuff that really matters. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be the smartest people at the nail shop. You're going to be the smartest dude at the barber shop. But recent history tells us that the best things to happen to a quarterback is to not be selected number one in his class. Just last year, Jaden Daniel was the second off the board. He had the best rookie season ever. It surpasses the one from the year before, when C.J. Stroud was the second quarterback pick, and he lit up the league. I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm talking about, because ain't nobody gonna tell nobody what I'm finna give you something. Quit hoorahing for Cam Ward right now. And I'm gonna tell you why. Let me help you. Recent history tells us that the best thing to happen to a quarterback is to not be the first one selected in his class in the draft. Recent history showed just last year, Jaden Daniels was the second off the board. He had the best rookie season ever. He wasn't the first, he was the second. He had the best rookie season ever. It surpassed the one from the year before, which was C.J. Stroud, who was the second quarterback taken, and he lit up the league. The year before that, Kenny Pickett was the first quarterback taken in 2022. And he is now on his third team, while Brock Purdy, the literally last person drafted that year, started in the Super Bowl as a sophomore. I'm just helping y'all, because some of y'all, you're so excited about the number one pick. And wait, there's much more, Alfio. The last 8 NFL MVPs have all been quarterbacks. They are Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. Them the people who took up the last 8 NFL MVPs. Some of them had 2 of them. Do you know how many of those were the first quarterback taken in the draft in their class? 0. And I'm still not done, Alfio. There were 9 quarterbacks who started playoff games last year for the team that drafted them. They are Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, C.J. Stroud, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, and Jordan Love. 9. Of those 9 quarterbacks, exactly 0 was the first quarterback selected in their class. 0. I wish nothing but success for Cam Ward. Maybe he winds up like John Elway, or Peyton Manning, or Troy Aikman. All Hall of Famers who was very top of the number 1 picks. Watch this. What I'm saying is, don't feel sorry for the ones who came later, because sometimes that wait winds up being the best thing that could possibly happen. It's something to think about as we get ready for Thursday night. I'm telling you this Tuesday so you can have this to talk about on Thursday night. It's the fit that matters more than the spot. Guys get drafted in the first round. When they get there, it's about their talent. But you got to be coached. And are you physically coachable? It takes 3 things, ladies and gentlemen, for the quarterback to play consistently, and at a really good level. Take 3 things. You have to have the right coach with the scheme and the play calling. You have to have a good offensive line, and you got to have good perimeter players. And I'm saying, first is not always best. Y'all got that? Okay. I just want to know, I'm here to please. I'm here to please. But let me go. Wanda Bolden said, what don't come out in the wash will come out in the rinse. Sound like Uncle Shay Shay, OnlyFans phone sex senorita, turned into a meetup setup. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. I hope they ain't just set that man up like that, man. My take, Cora. I hope they ain't set that man up like that. But I just wanted to give y'all some, coach. Y'all, some of y'all. But back there, I told the coach. Remember, I talked to the coach on the thing. He texted me. He said, I said, Coach. Good afternoon, Coach. I said, good afternoon. He said, they told me summer coaches are trying to get their cut from the programs instead of the agent. He said, yes, indeed. That's true, Robert. He said, the truth is, I'd rather deal with them at times. I'd rather deal with the coaches instead of the agents. He said, the truth is, we just need rules in this game because people just making it up as they go. He said, the money, then one coach, now this was from the Power 5 coach. From the mid-major coach, he said, the money make a lot of them players think they're better than they are. I'll wait. He said the money make a lot of them think they're better than they are. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. 2 years ago, y'all know just because they give you a lot of money, that don't mean you're that good. That just means they want to give you a lot of money. Y'all do know that, don't you? Y'all heard the boy from Kansas State crying. They gave him all that money. He crying because he couldn't deliver. Y'all. Just because they gave you that money don't mean you're great. Just because you asking for a lot of money don't mean you're great. It means you're just trying to see if somebody will pay it. Coach told me 2 years ago, it was still in the beginning stages, NIL. He said NIL was meant for kids to partner with companies, to use their name, like Robert had told y'all, to use their name, image, and likeness. Now it's just, how much can you pay me? How much can you pay me? That what name, image, and likeness was intended to do. But Trey Phillips, Mate Cora, how much you pay me, baby? How much you got? Beep, beep. Hey, bad girl. Talking about bad girl. Yeah, how much you gonna pay me? Yeah, I'm sure that's true. Money changed a lot of things for people. I'm just telling, this is what the coach tell him. Then he said, all they want to know is how much money you have. We have lost our best players every year for the last 4 years. We don't have the money to pay them. This the mid-major coach. He said you got to talk to agents, you got to talk to handlers, parents, trainers, just to get to a kid. Yo, that's why I got out of this business. Man, I had to talk one time. Yo, I went to an interview for a kid in Atlanta Station. Went up to the room. First time this ever happened to me. I knew I had to get out. I'm in there with every kind of person that looked like they done either robbed some or did some wrong. I'm in there with a room full of them, and they smoking and toking. And it was cold, and I had on my coat, and I know my coat was gonna be full of that dope. But I'm working. I got to stay in there. Got to stay in there. Trying to get the kid. Can't tell y'all the kid's name here. When I walked out of there, coach smoking, like on that Martin movie when they walked, Eddie Murphy movie on Boomerang, I think. I walked out of there. I said, I don't even really want to represent that boy. I walked out of there. It's just the people that he got around him. I didn't. And I put on, I went to work, but when I left out of there, they was feel bad for their kid. Those the people that he had around him that were making decisions that I had to go talk to. Wasn't no mom in there, wasn't no dad in there. Y'all think this a game. But coach said, what did he say? What else he said? He said, you pretty much have a new team every year. If a kid plays well, he's going to leave. If he's not getting enough playing time, he's going to leave. You're lucky to get 2 years from a kid. Some go to high level for money, but don't get no playing time. Then he said, for a lot of them, it's money they won't make after college. Some people say it's professional sports now, but they're still kids, Robert. He said, professional don't mean money. Professional is how you carry yourself, your preparations, putting in the work and preparing for your opportunity, regardless of your role or your playing time. What y'all think? What do y'all think? Wait a minute. Am I on mute? I sit up there and got information Somebody told me this morning, little bitty ball beating ass guard left for school, and I ain't mad at him. But he left for school where they were letting him perform, looking for $1 million, and the $1 million ain't came yet. Ladies and gentlemen, I watched some last night, and this Knicks and this Pistons series is sort of interesting to me. I think the Pistons is a better team. Do y'all realize last year the Piston coach got fired, and now J.B. Bickerstaff just changing coach. The coach got fired from Cleveland. And somebody came on to me, Robert, somebody came on this show. Robert, he must not have been a good coach. He got fired. Somebody came, I can't remember who it was. It was one of y'all, boy, and I said, what? And guess what I said? He'll have a job before long. And then Detroit came calling. Man, let me, you know, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna give you some reason to be excited about Detroit. Let me give you some reasons. Let me make sure I got all my information. Detroit. First of all, a guy who watched this show, he worked for them. Matt Verdine. Hold on. Detroit Pistons. Let me see. Here it is. Well, let me tell you about them boys, man. Detroit Pistons. Detroit basketball. Y'all. Staff. I want to know the staff. Oh, I should have put the Pistons. I didn't put the Pistons. I just put Detroit staff. Pistons. It's interesting. Detroit is. Let me I really want to look at the front office. Here it is. Let me look at this front office. R.J. Hunter. Didn't know he was on the team. Hold up, y'all. They ain't showing the pictures. I want to take a look at. You have to pray for the sick mentality. No. We good. I'm just telling you about them. They got a 9 assistant head coaches will sit alongside. He got 9 assistants. So that means ownership said, I'm paying for 9 assistant coaches, right? They got Luke Walton, Sidney Lowe. But I'm trying to find out who is the front of office people. Because they got a unique front office. Well, can I get the executives? People don't even want to talk about the executives no more. Okay, let's go. Who is the new staff? I don't want the staff. I guess they want us to know the staff. I want the executives because they got a unique. This team, Bernie Bickerstaff came on. Y'all got to realize the coach got fired. Jerome Allen is there too. No, but I'm really talking about the the bosses. I don't like to just talk about I want the executive staff. Who is on? I'm sorry, y'all. Who is the executives? Going too fast. I'm sorry. Executive staff. Of Detroit Pistons. All right, let's go. Let's see. Let's see. Can we find it? I'm just curious. But they thought enough of this guy, man. Bernie Bickerstaff, who got fired. And Thaddeus Moody, you was here. You remember somebody start talking negative about him that day. But man, shout out to them because the motorcade is coming to town. Carl Anthony Towns get paid $50 million. He had no presence last night. Mikal Bridges, who he got traded 5 picks for. He had no he didn't get nothing done. He said, my teammate Dennis Lindsey. I ain't talking about Dennis Lindsey. I'm talking about some Dennis Lindsey ain't got the complexion that I was looking for. Herb, I'm sorry. He ain't got it what I'm looking for. Oh! I know I got to remind y'all. I can't believe y'all let me get off this air. No. Listen, on Wednesday at 7 p.m., I know y'all ain't going to the Rockets game. It's Wednesday, 7 p.m., free admission, free parking at the Fertitta Center. The UH basketball program would love to have you attend their Final Four celebration. So how do you think the Rockets can pull past the Golden State Warriors? I don't think so. I hope so, but I don't think so. I wouldn't mind if they did, but I don't think so. Fob said this year is so exciting. But look, Wednesday, free, complimentary. U of H want to celebrate with y'all. Come, you're parking free. You know, y'all be claiming about parking free. Admission free. Y'all always talking about paying to get in somewhere. So guess what? Robert Hatter found out something that I can get boom, boom, room. All your friends, tell a friend, tell another friend. Wednesday night, come out there and celebrate the Cougars. They want to see all of y'all in the place. Anthony Lawrence collection has Prairie View hoodies for $19. Where my Prairie View people at? Prairie View hoodies? Man, send me a picture of one of them things right now so I can put it on the screen. U of H, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Boy, I'm glad I remember that. Let's see what else I got. I got something else for you. Did y'all get that? Send me a picture, Fob, right quick. If you got a picture of the Prairie View, all the Prairie View people. I got something for everybody. Hold up. I was going to get. Hey, where Rod Wells at? Where Rod Wells at? Y'all know what, man? I want to talk a little baseball. I got to. I got to talk a little bit baseball. Because, y'all, I got this fascination of the old Negro leagues of Satchel Paige. He's just my kind of guy. The man had his own jet back then. Excuse me, his own plane. He had no jet. I had looked for TSU gear, no issue. You looked on there for TSU gear? Think he got some TSU gear? I'll make sure you get the number so you can get some TSU gear, Mr. Sullivan. But hold up. See, he didn't send me the pitch. He can send me the pitch. He didn't send me the pitch. Hold on. Ooh-wee. Prayer View. Where you at? I'm finna put it on the screen for you, PV. PV, where you at? Hold up. Let me send it through the cycle. PV hoodie. See what I do for y'all, man. Hold on. Did you get to see Fernando? I didn't go. I didn't feel like it. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, man. I ain't feel like going. I ain't feel like going to no baseball game. I'm serious. I just don't feel like being around a lot of people right now, man. I just don't. Since that boy been in office, man, I just ain't feel like going nowhere where a lot of people at. Hold up. Let me make it smaller. Hold up, y'all. Hold up, man. Let me get that off the screen. Let me put it back up there. Let me size it. Hold up. Okay. There we go. Let me make it a little bit bigger so y'all can see it. Prayer View in the house. Ooh, that's sweet. That's sweet. $19.99. Y'all got to be out y'all mind. Prayer View, stand up. Prayer View. There you go. And boy, he gives some good quality. Oh my God. My Memphis hoodie. Don't care nothing about wash. When you wash it, it come out just like it. But I hang it up though. I don't dry it. But y'all, I gotta tell you the story before I get out of here about Satchel Paige, man. Willie Mays told a story. I got this fascination about this guy, man. I just like him. He was flashy. He just, they wouldn't let him play in the white league, so he just dominated. He one of the best pitchers ever. They let him play a little bit later. That's clean. Gonna pass it. Okay. See, look at that. That's Sonya Billings. I love her. What's the link? I'm sorry. I like that, Adrian Brandt. Put the link up there. I think the link is the Anthony Lawrence collection. Just Google the Anthony Lawrence collection, and you'll find it, Dre, Branch. But Herb, let me show you how this Satchel Paige dude used to roll, Herb. So Satchel was known for his very, 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 very fast fastball. He got a very good fastball, right? He said, but the first time that Willie Mays faced Satchel threw him a breaking ball a little bit just to see what, Willie could do. And Willie hit one off the top of the fence and got a double, right? I got it off the fence, right? When he said, when I got to second base, Satchel told the third baseman, let me know when that little boy come back up to bat again. Let me know. Let me put that on the screen. Y'all got to tell it. I got to tell it. This Satchel dude was cold, man. This dude was cold. Watch this. He said, tell me when that boy come back up. Willie Mays was much younger. He said, let me know when that little boy get back up here. So 3 innings later, he said, I go kneel down in the on deck circle. And this Willie Mays talking. And he said, there he is, Satch. Third baseman said, there he is, Satch. Looked at the third base. Satch looked at the third baseman. Then he looked over there at Willie Mays. He said, Then Willie Mays said he walked halfway to the home plate, and Satchel said to him, he said, "Little boy." I said, yes, sir. He said, because Satchel was so much older than he was, he said, I was trying to show some respect. Then Satchel, we walked halfway back to home plate and said, "Look here, little boy, I'm not going to trick you. I'm going to throw you 3 fastballs, and you're going to go sit your little butt down." And then Willie, like, I'm saying in my mind, "Oh, I don't think so. So if you throw me fast pitches of the same pitch, three of any of the same pitch, I'm going to hit it somewhere." He said, I turned to the catcher, and I asked the catcher, and asked the catcher. He said, "What does he mean?" The catcher told Willie Mays, he said, "He's going to throw you 3 fastballs, nothing else." So he threw me 2 fastballs, Willie said, and I just swung. He said, I swung right through it. And the 3rd ball, he knew, and I tell people this all the time, he said, he threw the ball, and as he let go of the ball, he said, "Go sit your behind down." Nothing else. He just let it go. Wham! Go sit your butt down. This is why the ball was in the air, Willie said. Yes, he struck me out with 3 pitches. He was magnificent. Man, Satchel Paige, ladies and gentlemen, he was like that. That's why I go, y'all go look him up. I got somewhere. Hold up, I know I got something. Man, the man had his own plane. Hold up. Man, wait a minute. Hold up. I know I got some Satchel in there. Come on now. I know. I ain't got nothing. Wait a minute. I can't believe I ain't got no pictures of Satchel. I ain't got nothing on Satchel. Y'all got to be at y'all rabbit mind. Give me some Satchel now. I probably erased it. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, I had to erase it. But ladies and gentlemen, I just, let's see, tomorrow, Women Rock Wednesday. Boy, I got some stuff I wanted to talk to you about today, but I know I got to get out of here early today because I got people waiting on me. Let me make sure. Yeah, I got 6 minutes. Y'all, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make up you them 6 minutes. I'm gonna rob y'all. I'm gonna take these 6 minutes from you. Cause I really don't want to be late. If anybody know anything about me, I'm trying to not ever be late. And but I'm gonna make it up to you tomorrow. I'm gonna might come on a little bit early tomorrow. Cause I got some stuff. Women Rock Wednesday. Have a women. Tell a friend. Tell another friend. But we out of here. I'm out of here. I got to go. But I don't want to be late for this meeting. Very important meeting. And I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm out.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live.